Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Simone, psychic medium, tarot reader and intuitive. And yeah, if you like my readings, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the button below. But in the meantime, we'll get going. And so this is a reading for the sign of Aquarius. And first shuffle for you Aquarians. Second shuffle for the situation that you find yourselves in. And please remember this is a general reading. So it may resonate with some of you, but not all of you. But hopefully there are bits and pieces that you can pick out throughout the reading that will make sense to you and hopefully guide you along the way. So last shuffle for our spiritual energies coming through. Okay, so first card out of the gate is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. And my very strong feeling at the moment is that Aquarians, you are going through some sort of mental process. I call it mental emotional process, but it's emotional figured out through your mental capacities. There's energy here. There's energy to go and fix things, transform things, heal a situation, possibly acting very spontaneously at the last minute, changing how you communicate what you're actually thinking. Suddenly, everything that you've thought about and the way you were going to organize it, the way you were going to put it, the way you were going to speak it, that could all change in the moment. There's certainly travel here for a lot of Aquarians, but because we're under the energy of the night, it could be quite hectic, a little bit chaotic, and of course it's with what's going on in the world at the moment, with our borders, different countries, the virus. Well, yeah, it does look challenging, doesn't it? But you're also determined to plough forwards, no matter what. No matter what the difficulties and challenges ahead, you're ploughing forwards. You're rushing, actually, some of you, into a situation where you feel you're not quite in control and you would like to get it back within your control. However, just slow down a minute, Aquarius, because you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders at the moment. I'm feeling very stressed, actually, and tired around the eye area. So some of you may be getting your eyes checked. Some of you may be looking towards seeing a situation for what it actually is, perhaps fantasies, perhaps imagination, perhaps something that you've noted which has become unrealistic from your perspective. You've clocked it, and now you need to do something about it, Aquarius. The underlying energy, here we go, is Pentacles, a little bit more feminine. There may be a chaotic situation here connected to a family or family members. And some of you may have to be organising perhaps other people's finances as well, or taking some sort of responsibility here for financial decisions. That could be brought on you rather than something that you've wished for. But however, it looks to me like you're going to be dealing with it. And also it feels to me that perhaps you're going to be dealing with a character within a family situation that you may not quite see eye to eye with. So again, I'm going to just remind you to slow down and consider the other person's point of view. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to see things their way, but maybe there's a sense here of giving someone a little bit of space to act out, to perhaps be a bit dramatic. And once that energy's released, we can go back to a bit more stability. So if you do find yourself in a drama at the moment, probably less is more right now. Also, I feel with a lot of Aquarians, it feels to me that you're acquiring knowledge in specific areas in your life. A lot to do with perhaps, I'm getting computers here. I'm getting internet stuff going on, a lot of communication, some of which feels very, very speedy as well, by the way, connected to making money, quick decisions, maybe to do with the stock market as well right now. So I think you're going to have to feel when to step back and wait, and when to step forwards, when to charge forwards with regards to stocks and shares. My feeling is there's money to be made at the moment for some of you, but you have the mental approach has to be a bit mercurial, all right? So please, please, please charge forwards if that's your strong feeling, but be aware, ups and downs, but I'm sure you know that anyway, if you're working in the financial sector. I think I feel a deal is about to come off as well for some of you. And to get to the point where you find yourselves now, perhaps in a more stable position, or you're about to be in a more stable position, but it really is, you're turning your way of thinking around very, very quickly in order to seal the deal. On the love front, it feels to me there's stuff on your mind and you have to release it. You have to speak to your partner. I feel I'm talking about established relationships here, actually. You have to speak to your partner. You want to establish a better, calmer, more harmonious energy within your relationship, but this has to come before the calmness. So it's like a little bit of a storm, but it doesn't feel to me it needs to be looked at as forever broken. No, it feels to me releasing tension is the most important thing here. So you may release tension, somebody may be releasing tension around you in your intimate relationship, and then calm can be restored and the situation can be looked at once more and probably spoken about in a more relaxed way and in a more honest way. So there we are now. Let's see what your partner has on their mind, how the situation wants to develop and grow right now. Here you're on a 9, the number 9, so we're close to, if you like, the closing stage of a situation, before the new energy emerges out of it. It could be as well that some of you are experiencing not the 7-year itch, but the 9-year itch. Let's have a look. Okay, I said some of you could be experiencing not the 7-year itch, but the 9-year itch. And here we go. The 8 of Cups. And the Eight of Cups takes us into the Nine of Pentacles. So emotionally, it feels to me some of you do really, really want to charge ahead. We look at the colour in his cloak that he's wearing. That's covering his back and partially part of his front. So we know that by this also covering the back, we don't know what the front looks like at the moment. So, but the way I'm looking at it is that this person is like this. The cloak is covering the back, but not the whole of him, all right? So there is anger that is coming in, but it's going quickly as well. It needs to happen. It needs that outlet for the understanding to come in. My feeling is there is emotion here, a lot of emotion that needs to be released, left behind. And this is what's happening here now. We're getting to that point where the sky is bluer. There is more potential into the present moment leading into the future. And you're grabbing it. It doesn't feel like you want to lose momentum at this point. Not at all. Okay, for the love situation, I feel Aquarius, you've had time to think, and you haven't rushed things to date, especially if you're single and getting to know somebody. But you've perhaps reached the point now where you need to release some of your fears in order to bring this cup forwards, in order to allow your partner to bring their cup forwards to you. All right? Your partner feels, especially if they wear a ring, I'm getting it on the right hand finger, a gold ring, possibly slightly raised at the front. I feel then very strongly that your partner is actually willing to hear you and is being spiritually guided to listen. So my sense also here is that your partner has been waiting for this moment to be able to let go of a heaviness of heart in order to be able to come forwards to you with a lighter energy. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Let emotions reconnect you after perhaps a little storm. Okay. But of those of you who are feeling like your partner's walking out on you, I'd like to put it to you this way. Your partner for a moment needs to walk away, rearrange things in their own understanding, in their own head, their own way of thinking, so that they can actually return and face you with better emotions. So hang on in there. If some of you are experiencing a buzz in the ear, having a problem with hearing, please get that checked. But I do feel there could be ear problems connected to eyes as well. There might be pressure around this area of the face. Please listen to your body. Here we go. Please listen to your body. All right, your emotions are trying to tell you something at this point. You may be experiencing a lack of energy in your health right now. You may be feeling a bit exhausted, with either your intimate relationship or with the heaviness of a family situation. That's taking its toll on your heart. But it's also been taking its toll on your partner or potential partner. Okay, so we need this chaos to come out into the open. We need that chaos to be here right now in order to release this. All right, in order to release what's going on in the heart, the heaviness. It may feel so heavy for some of you that you may literally be thinking you are going through a breakup. But here, in the underlying energy of your partner is, hang on a second, give me a break, give me space, let me think. Also, this makes me feel that some of you may be with somebody who is caught between a rock and a hard place at the moment, and they really don't know what to do. So once again, I'm going to say to you, they need to release that emotional tension, and therefore you do too, in order, all right, in order to move from that stuck space. All right. So this is about continuing on. Don't give up. Giving up can be the easier option. But in this instance, it feels like it's perhaps not the best option at this point for a lot of you. So it feels like continue on. Have faith in yourself. Trust your judgment. Trust that you have what it takes to overcome this situation by giving the space required right now. It's almost like you're in a spiritual box of protection. I like to call it that. That your partner's in a spiritual box of protection for their own good. So they may need to have that space, as I said, and you may need to ensure that you are showing that the energy of not giving up. Okay, not giving up, not at this point. And your partner really does want to come through for you and for themselves, I might add. So 2, 3 more cards. Okay, Spirit is showing that that you're tired, that mentally this is taking its toll on you. There's no doubt about it. A lot of mental activity here in the thought sector, a plus which, of course, this comes under air and communication. And so for a short period of time, it could be an idea for you as well, once you've said what you've got to say, to give yourself a rest. I started by saying, Aquarians, that you want to heal the world, you want to heal things that are going on around you, you want to help people, but it's not always good to rush in. Although, having said that, angels rush in where others feel fear to step forwards. So again, it's about gauging the right moment for your energy shift to take you forwards towards healing. Spirit also wants to recognize here, don't forget yourself in all of this. All right, don't lose the sense of self. I also believe that there's been an incredibly fast passing, or maybe you were aware that somebody was that ill that they could pass away or would be passing away, but at the last moment it feels like that has shaken the very foundations of your life, and now you need to heal. So take your time, please, take your time. Grieving is a process. It's not something that we can control as such. Some of you have been keeping busy in order not to think about it. However, a stage has come here now when maybe you need to put a few things in your mind in order, and therefore you need that rest. Last two cards from Spirit. Okay. If you're let's see, if you are too focused, yeah, okay, if you are too focused on what you wish for, you may miss it, because what you wish for is actually coming in. It's coming in, but you could be quite busy in your lives at the moment, busy doing many things for other people, like I said, and so therefore missing your own good luck. So take it easy on yourself, and be willing to see a situation through so that it can open up to you once more. Okay. I think for quite a few of you Aquarians, actually, it looks to me like a good thing is happening and making its way to you from an elevated position. In other words, if you live in a place that is a bit hilly, undulating, up and down sort of a landscape, or you've got any connection with a very tall building, I do feel there's going to be good communication coming in from a higher level, from a higher geographical level, let's say. Also, if a partner is at a distance from you, that distance looks to me like it's going to be closing by arrangements to see each other, to visit each other. And I feel this is going to happen for many of you, actually. It may be a plan that suddenly emerges over the next few days, which, once the plan is organised, it feels like I have to jump to May when I see its fruition. End of April, May, time of Taurus into Gemini. Really, I feel a lot of good is trying to make its way to you. So I hope that helps, Aquarius, and is a bit of food for thought for you. And again, my name is Simone. Come and see me again at my channel, Simone Psychic Medium. Also my website, simonepsychicmedium.com, and on Facebook, Simone Psychic Medium. Alrighty, lovely to connect with you, and I feel like I want to say I pray for understanding in your situation. Spirit hears you. Spirit feels you. And for you, those of you who've lost, I feel you will get messages from Spirit. You will get an indication from Spirit, a sign from the person who's passed. And that should be coming in fairly swiftly for you. So for now, my heart to yours, and thank you for listening. Until the next time.